What kind of mischief you been up to? So, I'm good. I decided today was a day for sparkles, so I have a sparkly cup. It's got like texture, and it's great to hold on to. No, it's a sister of battle! Occasionally he tries to steal my food. However, when he does, he does not get any food scraps. Shade. Look! Context! Context! It is not a son of a... I cannot finish that title! I cannot finish that! It is not! Ah! Ah! But anyways, what we're doing today is we are planning out how we would like this lovely, lovely sister to look. I don't want her to be like the usual Sisters of Battle where it's all black and white with a little bit of red, because I think that looks dumb. However, I was thinking as I was getting ready, where is a picture? Bam. We could go galaxy vibes. Save images. I don't know the Order of the Bloodied Rose. Ba. I don't know where that's at. There it is. Because, I mean, look at this. Red armor, white cloth, gold trim. Yeah, like, Shade, that is boring. We could do a whole bunch of freehanding and create this vibe. Hey, Canadian! Like, we could do this. Yeah? Yeah? To survive? Or if we're looking for a more, what do you call it? More famous example, we got this. Bam! Ta-da! So we got options. And I think that'll be really neat. But if we're going to do this, option 2's your pick? Yeah? Okay, so if we're doing this, I'll just move like half of it off the screen so we can see the dolly. Oh, one moment. I thought I pressed the button. There we go. Oh, that means that I haven't pressed this button either. Sombrero Galaxy. Okay, one moment. We need to look up the Sombrero Galaxy. Hey, Mids, how you going? We are planning out what we want to do with this lovely Sister of Battle. And the plan is to make her galaxy themed. Sombrero Galaxy. S-O-M-B-R Sombrero Galaxy. Shade, this is a disc. This is a disc. Wait, this is a JFIF. This isn't going to show. Can't show you guys this. This is a GIF. So this is a joy toy. They're like action figures. They're really cool. And we're going to be able to paint it. And this is a picture of a nebula. It's also cool. And the plan is we're going to do this joy toy, the Sister of Battle, galaxy themed. It is a Warhammer guy. We're just looking at various images of galaxies right now to be like, oh, is there a particular vibe that we want to go with? Like, there's... Welcome to the Crab Nebula. Oh my gosh, this is a big picture. This is the Crab Nebula. Oh no, Canadian. And so, like, I think so far, I like, where did it go? There it is. It shrunk. This one's the favorite, right? So now, that's where put the bolter and the chainsaw to one side. We have watercolor pencils. These are really cool. Might be able to buy... Probably! You might be able to buy a sponge there for less than $1. Now, the idea is we are going... Why am I so low? Well, normally I'm like this. Like, we could go ahead and... Oop, nope. Nope, nope. Ah! Oh no, what am I doing? Where do I... One moment! Aha! I have... I am so low so that chat can be read. However, because if I go up, you guys can see my head is in chat. Which I suppose is not a terrible thing. Yeah, we can stay like this. But now what we can do is we can start figuring out where we want our color blocks. We can put that up there as our planning. Yeah, well, you see, sometimes the universe needs to blink, otherwise it gets dry eyes. And our general colors: blue, orange, brown, and indigo. There we go. That covers our range and pencil things. Feels weird without puppetling. What have I done? Oh my gosh. It is time! Wait, where is it? It is time. We are painting the lady, and we are painting her galaxy themed. So what we're doing is we are marking out sort of how we want the colors to go. These are watercolors, so what they'll do is we will be able to wash them off. We'll be able to take a picture of how we have marked things out. Dry eyes are a conspiracy by Big Blink to sell more blinks. It's true. It's true. Wait, is that why whenever I raise my head, I blink? Oh my gosh, we've been caught! Because I figure something like that. And we can do little stars in between all of this. We got blue sort of waving through here. We'd never be able to do this on a mini. Eh. Actually, I don't know why it's doing that today. That is so wild. Wait, I wonder if my blink sensitivity's changed. Surprise is a conspiracy by Big Breath. To get people to breathe more! Oh no! Hey, stop motion, how are you going? So if we've got blue coming through here, then we'd probably have the blue in the background back here. It's by Big Eye Drops to sell more eye juice. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Oh no! And then... Actually, we'd probably make this whole background be the blue. And then make this orange. Yay! Success! Glorious day! Wait. Lady. Please bend your knees so that we can be in the camera. Oh, yeah! That is true. That is true. They did create pollution for asthmatics so people breathe more often. So if we've got in through here being blue, and then we'd have on top here being orange. So like, that would make for a very nice look. And then as long as we make the denotation lines here really crisp. So what we're doing is we're planning out where we want our general colors to be. We're making the Sister of Battle all galaxy themed, like in the picture. And then, once we've sort of vaguely planned out where we want the general 100% of people who breathed there and died, we gotta stop breathing. That's hilarious. We're gonna have to make more conspiracy posters at this point. Wait, does that mean air's an addiction and we can stop it at any time? I think you're right, Lee. That does sound vaguely familiar. Now, if we bring the orange... Oh, this is interesting. There's like 2 different plastics. So, it also means it's an accelerant. So if we bring the orange around like this, so it's at the bottom of the glove. So this would make them the order of the neutron star? The order of the newborn star? More thoughts for later. Oh, cool. Then we'd have blue on the top end. Oh, like, it's rather interesting because there's at least 2 different types of plastics on the sister battle. And the orange is sticking really well to this. Better than the blue. But orange is not sticking well to here. But the blue is sticking better. I think it's also the case that, like, when it comes to foreign language people, or no, actually, I think it's more non-Americans in on the internet, right? They tend to be the majority, because it seems to be the base option in English speaking areas is, oh yes, that person is an American. Ah, yes. On YouTube, we do have an auto translator because YouTube turned it on. And yeah. It is also kind of busted. Oh, thank you. We decided to go with silver this week, and I'm kind of vibing because my nail polish lives right next to my glue. Can you tell? I'm kind of vibing with the idea of doing a Blood Angels themed one next. But because I ran out of time to do it today, and I was like, aww. And I like Blood Angels. Not with glue. I have done it with paint. That's why my nail polish no longer exists in the same drawer as my paint. Because I used to own, like, these. They were these sort of paint pen. No, they're kind of like Posca. 1 moment. Like these. Oh, that one's still not out of its packet. Like, you have Posca paint markers, right? These things. Okay? Wait. Like that. Okay? These do not stick to nails. However, these are nail markers. What you do is you go ahead and you give yourself the dumbest racing stripes ever. Because I apparently cannot draw in a straight line. Whee! There we go. The smiley face, yeah. Wait. Wait, it needs a friend. Wait. It's like a closed eye, an open eye. There we go. There we go. Wait, I wonder if we can turn this into a smiley. What? You're just talking a lot. There we go. But anyways, this stays on my nails for like days on end. Acrylic paint. Like 6 hours at best. He needs the mustache. It helps with his self-confidence. Well, you know what? We can get distracted. This is a good way to get distracted. Let me put the Posca back. Bump, bump, bump. It's fine. Excuse me, sister. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Acetone is what you use to remove this. Okay. We need like a big open mouth smiley. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Ah! Welcome in. We're being a bit distracted, but we're planning out the color scheme for this lovely lady, and we're gonna do it galaxy themed. Right now we're drawing smiley faces. And then we need one that's really, really laughing. Da-da-da-da! Wait, how do you get... Oh, right. It's a YouTube thing now, right? There we go. We have a whole hand of smileys. Wait, yo is being translated. What? That's weird. Oh, yeah. Well, the thing is, Shade, drawing... Okay, now we get into the tricky... Like, if I go a 1... and a 2... That is true. Oh, yeah, that would be a good way to do it. Then like a line. Hana. Though doing my left hand, I am very, very much left-handed. This is tricky. What? That being said, like, ages ago, I broke my... not broke, tore? Oh yeah, see, this one's my right, this one's my left. If I was going to put a left and a right, I'd put it on my hand rather than my fingernails. Because we've run out of fingernails. You know what? On one hand, I want to put a frowny face. On the other hand, I think a frowny face would be sad. Making a mug. I have to walk around with... If I put an Among Us on me, I have to walk around with that. No. Oh yeah, a crazy face. Let's see if I can do swirly eyeballs. Come on, pin. Why are you not pinning? Oh, pin is pinning. I think I'll leave the last two blank since my pen's starting to give out on me. Alright. And well, I like the idea of spraying. I only have one spray to my name. And it is a blue. But there is a lot of flaps and things and I can't take her apart. So I wouldn't be able to go ahead and do that very effectively, I don't think. I should totally put Blood Angel sigils on my fingers next week. I don't own an airbrush. Everything I do has been with a paintbrush. If we go above the calf for that. Oh, I like the inbuilt battle damage. Wait, is that actually inbuilt battle damage, or is that me just leaving her around? Good question. You know what? If we don't like it long term, we can always paint over it. It's not enough for another. Oh, wait. Sponges? No, I don't use sponges. I mostly... It's okay. This is gonna get painted over. So I figure I'm gonna prop. It's the bottom of her foot. I'm not likely going. Oh damn it! I'm not likely going to paint there. I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna paint over it. Oh well. You are loved. You are going to be taken care of. You are obviously got a great home. I I have heard that the new Toy Story is coming out. I think I've passed the stage where I'm interested in going to it though. Like, yeah, I like. Do not drop my knives on the floor. This is what I use instead of a sponge usually. It works pretty well for me. Wait, Toby Fox. Oh, I wonder in which department. Because I really I liked Undertale for its story and its music. I didn't like the gameplay. But that was a me thing. It was good gameplay. It was just not my style of gameplay. So, I would be very, very curious to see what comes out of that, if that's true. I think doing a dark brown for the undersuit would be good. For in the joints and things. And actually, I think we'll... Yeah, I... the more I've sat and thought about it, the more I've been like, probably not. Oh, yeah, the fact that no one is going to come and help you. You're by yourself. And all there is this monster. No problem. See you. I need you, John. Just back so we can get it in. Thank you. You're amazing, darling. Enjoy your day, stop motion. That being said, it was one thing that I found that really intrigued me, although I didn't enjoy, because I really like just be like, haha! I like the power fantasy. So going ahead and knowing I'm being the bad guy for going and murdering people. It really sucked. And having the game actually almost explicitly tell you that, hey, you're being the bad guy for murdering people. Really. Well, it was a bit of a sadness, but it worked. And it worked really well, and I appreciate it for that. And it was beautiful for that. Now, brown. Rich brown. Here's my paintbrushes. Need to worry about that. Part you didn't enjoy. Well, oh no, we only killed one person, which was why. And no, 2 people. And yeah, it was only a couple of people at the beginning. And I felt really bad because of it. And I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. This game makes me feel bad for doing it. But like, if if they deliberately make it monotonous on top of that for the genocide route, then oh yeah, I don't think I'd want to go that way either. Although I've seen Sans fight. Oh, so this is a Sister of Battle anime fan. She's basically a nun with a gun. And this is her gun. And then this is her chainsword. It is the bastard hybrid of a sword and a chainsaw. Mm-hmm. You should have helped him out sooner, Mickey. Oh my gosh. What if he had died of dehydration? Now, I think because the joints move like this. Wait, what? One moment. Nobody ever pings me at this time. Why am I getting pinged? Wait, is do I need... Wait, what is going on? Sorry guys, just a moment. No, it's not. No, I have Speeling's Discord up and visible so that I can see what you guys are posting, because today is paint day, so today is Thursday, so I can get to chat and see what you guys are posting. Enjoy the lurk. So that if there's anything you guys want to share, you can just go ahead and stick it in stream chatting. And if you want to share it with chat, that is also totally welcome as well. Enjoy the lurk. I probably should have primed her first. Oh well, she's not going to be bumped and bustled around. She's gonna go straight on the shelf. And if you're looking for where that is at, it is down just under fun facts. Oh, and I've been looking at, looking between the songs. And I think if I'm going to do a cover, I think I'll do a cover of, Want You Gone. So I think I like that one better. Oh, is that in the joint? No, it's not. No, we cannot get covered in the repulsion gel. That would be a bad idea all around. Like, what was it? Cancer causing or something like that? Tumor creating? No! No! Not a threat! Whatever shall I do? It has an aggressively adverse reaction to a human skeleton. Yeah, that's it. You know, I don't think I remember the orange gel having a similar warning. Does that mean it's safe for a given... I keep seeing my own fingers and giggling. Oh my gosh. It's amazing. Oh no, I wouldn't eat it either. I mean, if it's designed to make things go fast, I would not want to see what it does to my insides. That just sounds like a bad idea all around. Like a... Oh, yeah. It's like a billion little doodads in your body and wreck trying to melt your bones. Oh, in case you got covered in the repulsion gel, here's something the lab boys told me. Do not get covered in the repulsion gel. We haven't exactly nailed down what element it is yet, but it's a lively one. And it does not like the human skeleton. Yeah, that's it! Oh, there's a little fleur-de-lis there. Well, that's good to know. Which kind of makes me think that they discovered a new atomic element by fission or fusion or something with the gel. Woohoo! Why not Mario? And then goes ahead and is like, oh yeah, this is fine. Oh. I am also trying something new with YouTube chat. I mean, if it's Mario, then he goes, woohoo! I am always silly. It is the only response to life. If one is silly, then one can point and laugh and walk the other way. It is only appropriate. Pizza pie. Actually, what other kinds of food would you guys like to throw at me? I could make a list of this and see if I can implement any of it. Wait, the horrors keep mounting, but I remains. That is a good quote. Because in theory, it shouldn't be too hard to make food. What? Okay. Like, I like Hawaiian pizza a lot. That and meat lover. Can I eat it? No. Is it worth the consequences? Throw spaghetti. Oh, that one might be tricky. But maybe. Wait. I need to write this. Oh, that opened a lot of stuff. Close that. Okay. Spaghetti. Hey. Look! Okay, I'm not doing whipped cream, and I will immediately show you guys why. Because, let me find my slime. Here it is. Because if I go do this. Wait, no. This one. Bam. If I activate this. Why is that yellow? Okay, apparently if I make slime white, it becomes yellow. I don't know why. But we could throw a cream pie. We could throw a clown pie. Yes, we cannot the white slime. You guys could have a clown's cream pie. A clown's pie shade. A whipped cream. Whipped cream! I know I live on the internet! I know, Shade! I know! Does that interfere with any joint? No. Is there any rub there? No. See you! Oh, yes. this is normal Speeling levels of chaos. Pop. A coconut. I think I might already have a coconut. One moment. Gosh. Throw item. Oh no, I was thinking of the boba tea. Or my wood bucket. Never mind. Alright. Now, what would the logical way be to do this? Oh, yeah! Let me show you guys. Well, well, it's kind of a weird one. Why is it only coming from that side? I don't... No, wait. We want throw from the left. It doesn't have a command right now. A swarm of spiders. Okay. How would I do that? That one will be less likely. Because of people with arachnophobia. I'll probably do a different bug. Probably like a little bee swarm. Maybe? No, there isn't a command for it right now. I'd probably put a giant wetter on my head. Also, for people who don't know what a wetter is, I don't think I'm able to... Oh! Save him a jazz. That's a JFIF! It's also a JFIF! Wikipedia, help me out here. I will take it. I can't use that either. That's fair. See you soon. I hate JFIFs. I think the way I'd do it would be I would shrink my model. And then... come back? I can only find JFIFs. The internet is broken. You guys are gonna have to search up what a giant wetter looks like yourself. Or a common wetter, or a thing. No, I found it. I found a JPEG. There we go. This is a weta. They're cute. They eat wood. They're adorable. They are friend. Yes. Kind of. They can't hop. They use their back legs as a warning. Because they're quite strong in terms of, like, the serrated things. The pokes. They don't make sound. Wait, are they a relative of... Yeah, they will eat oak. They eat all our native hardwoods. Yeah. So, some do live in caves. There are cave weta, which are smaller. They're like that long. But their antennae are absolutely huge. They like come up to my wrist. And they use those to navigate. And I don't think they have eyes. We've got like 8 different species of them. For the people who don't like bugs. We will make it disappear. Even though it's cute. I think we'll make this part also brown. Yeah, I really... So, where I grew up, there used to be a lot of weta. So, good night! It was one of those things where I grew up being like, oh look, it's a local weta. Nice to see you, buddy. How are you going, friend? Oh wait, no, that doesn't make sense. That does not make sense at all. Nah. We'll have to paint over it. Alright. Alright, we have that lot. So, that is some sort of armor that is going over top of this and that. These two are the same color. Could he model the Jones and give him this command to scare you on the other side of the stream with the Jones? So to do that would require animation and a lot of stuff I don't think I have the capability for. However, we could have him pop up on screen for a bit and then disappear. Why don't we make this go from really dark blue? Like the model back and forth. That sounds fun. How about we make it go from dark blue to the lighter blue? Although this has got a lot of space, we could go and... No, I think simplify this. We make this the blue rather than fade it into anything. Now, just to be clear, not all the memes that... all the ideas will be... implemented. It's blue. I think with that, we'd have to have it only on like a special chaos stream or something like that. Because otherwise I would get far too distracted. Yes. And then we'd never get anything done. We'd never see any game. Like, I used to have this as part of a command. One moment. But it's rather loud in my ears. And like, there's parts of it that still exist and it's easy to access. But that going off on a regular basis was a lot to concentrate through. Probably not. For me, it really depends on how much concentrating I've got in me on the day. Because for some days, I'm like, yeah, I could concentrate through anything. I have the concentration powers. Look! I mean, I wasn't really expecting to actually get to actually painting today. Because this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, hey! I can't finish a single thought. And then I sat down and I was like, wait. I understand the concentration thing that's happening here. We got plans. We got a task. We know what's going on. And like, that's just how it is. Whoop. And like, stuff like that means that on some days we'll be able to have shenanigans, and on some days we'll have quieter streams. But the good thing is, like, as things have gone on, it's been rather neat because I've been able to take on more stuff on a more permanent basis, which I think is neat. I've been able to be like, hey! Like, I can have noises in the background that do stuff. And I know that's probably not a big deal to most people. But it feels like an achievement, which is neat. And I think that's an important part for everyone, is to remember the steps for you as a person. Being like, hey, I was here, and now I'm here. It used to be that there was no hope in hell that I'd actually be able to live stream and not talk like this and sound really terrible because I sounded like a monotone robot. But making videos helped me get to that step. And then one day I was just like, you know what? To hell with it. We're going to try going live. And it's the same for everyone in every skill. You try a new thing, you suck at it. And eventually, you can learn to be pretty decent at it. And that's awesome. Just blend this blue up. This should get us the vibe we want. Or we scrape it on our pauldron and we remove the paint. That is also totally valid and reasonable and pain. Yeah. I don't want to move wood. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes it does turn out like that. And when that happens, it's really awesome. Oh, actually, mixing some wine would be really good later on. Okay. There it is. And it's also really good to be able to plan. What do you call it? Backup steps? Backup steps. To actually take time for yourself and be like, no, I am worth it. Because as a person, everyone's worth it. I need another drop of ink in that. Yeah. By the way, acrylic ink, well worth it. The stuff's like 10 years old and I'm still using it up. Although, I used it for a whole lot of other stuff before this. And one drop goes a hell of a long way. Although it makes your paints a heck of a lot looser. And the ink I have creates it no longer leaves your paints matte, so it's always something to keep in mind. Whoop. But it makes really nice blue. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, you can see the difference between the blue there and the blue there, right? Bring it up close. There and there. Yeah. So that is exactly 2 drops of blue in that puddle. 2 very small drops of blue. So it makes for very effective coloring. And a very happy Speeling. But, yeah. So, if you want to color away from the blue, then you're in for a rough time. You're going to end up with a lot of color. But, if you're wanting to adjust away from the color of paint you have, then yeah, this is a very efficient way to do it. It's like, the color is there. It also makes it looser, which works really well for models. I wish I could take her backpack off. I cannot take her backpack off. Sorry, her power. Yeah! It's pretty awesome. And if I go oh, that'll actually be pretty easy to make, because what we're going to need to do is model a good chunk of these in Blender, because I know I've looked around at a bunch of the stuff, and I know for sure that a lot of this stuff doesn't exist. So we're probably going to have a few Blender streams to do some 3D modeling. And this is good, because I need to get some practice in for this. Because, yeah. Because for Magnus versus Vulcan, there are some elements I need to get 3D printed. So, I need to 3D sculpt them. So, I need to relearn how to use Blender again. Well, get back in practice. I generally know how to use Blender, and I'm okay at modeling, But good, having practice is good. There's also like a bunch of tools that I need more practice at. So we can learn together. Yeah! And I can do stuff. We can learn things. I mean, heck, we can make chibis. Which will be hilarious, I think. Yeah, like, I figure we do it like a, what do you call it? Everybody learns together. Which I think would be fun. Yeah. I'm not sure what category that falls under, so for Twitch, so that'll be interesting to figure out. Because on one hand, some of it's for model making. Some of it, yeah, of course it's like, if you want, join in. If you don't, then don't. And that's always what it's like. Like, it's the same for painting. If you want to craft along with us, then come craft. If you are looking to go ahead and, what do you call it? Just chill and chat, or you're wanting to show off your latest projects, then that's also cool. Because, to me, that's what Thursdays are for. A chat hangout time. That's a lot more... like, it's designed to be a lot more of just chatting. But I like doing something with my hands. And, like, I'm not sure whether I could tackle the insanity that is... I mean, maybe. Where is it? I know I have a... Ha! I mean, technically, I have a just chatting screen. Do I ever use it? No! Ha! It vaguely exists. Anyway. Welcome back to actual reality. Welcome. Now that I've given you a jump scare. I actually thought I had deleted that in my latest round of tidying up my OBS. Because, like, I went through and I was like, yeah, I have a just chatting screen. Have I used it? Oh, no. I pity your mouth. Canadian. Oh, take care. Yeah, I keep it around because it's fun. Or that's the assumption. And who knows, maybe it'll be used. But I think by the time I actually get around to doing anything like that, I'll probably make another one. What am I doing to her hand? There. 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 Okay. Yeah! Appreciate the minty freshness. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Let the breathing flow! Oh my goodness. Just as long as you don't go over to some snow and be like, and then get extra. I did intend to make a technical difficulty screen. I did! Why did I forget? Like, no. Oh no, you're asleep. Why did I forget? I'm not coming up with an answer on this. I'm gonna say I rolled a crit fail on memory checks. Yep, that's the one. Yep. This is what happened. I blame that. Yeah. It is always looking at you. Ain't it cool? I picked it up at a fair a few years ago, and yeah, it knows. It is the Eye of Sauron. It used to light up when like you rolled it, but the eye ran out of juice, and it's sad. But you win some, you lose some, and apparently I just lost the juice for the eye. Hobbies, right? Surely staring into the souls of people is a hobby. An appropriately creepy hobby. Oh, okay. Speaking from experience, don't do it. Do not use chili to cancel out mint. You do not use a freeze effect to cancel out a burn effect. Use MMO logic. All you are doing is stacking a chilling effect with a burning effect. You will just end up with more pain. I saw the Tumblr post. I did the Tumblr post. I needed to test it for myself. All I got was regret. I normally like chilies. I wanted more chilies. It was only regret. Like, because here's the thing. I have so much chili. The ingredient, not the food. I like it. It is one of my favorite ingredients. It is awesome. That being said, it was not awesome on that day. On that day, there was only pain. Oh. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that describes humans. There is no getting around that description for humans. Alright. Yeah, that's... Focus. That's looking like the background. I like that. Okay. Heck yeah. Like, not gonna lie. So, mint is one of my favorite smells. One of those smells where I smell it and I'm like, ah, yes. However, actually eating it, I'm like, eh. Why are you here? Why do you exist in front of me? Like, mint just... The taste of mint usually disappoints me. I think would be the word I'd use. But it's such a happy smell. So it's always something I go into eating with such high hopes. So it's like, why? Except for mint sauce. That's just like, if it's homemade, that is like, ah, you speak my language. This will go on anything. And then I horrify people. because I put it on things that people generally want. Are like, why have you put that there? That should not go on those objects. Speeling, why are you putting it on apples? I'm not allowed to put it on apples anymore. Mayonnaise is also really good. I haven't met anything that I'm not allowed to put mayonnaise on yet. That being said, I have not tried mayonnaise in ice blocks. That should be my next target. Surely this will be what do you call it? Worthy opponent! Like a lemonade ice block. I keep thinking I'm going to wake Shade up with this heathen speech. Wow. That one's not as nice. Wait a minute. Okay. Bit of blue. Oh, is anyone actually going to be seeing Masters of the Universe? Like, the trailers I've seen for that look really cool. And hopefully I get to see it tomorrow. I think the thing that sealed my hopes for it being an actually good movie was actually a video where the cast members were going ahead and wait a minute. Oh, backrooms! Fun! Why didn't that come through? I gotcha! Like, I'm curious about the back rooms. On one hand, I want to see it. On the other hand, I'm like, ooh, I'm not usually a horror fan. That would have fixed that. So if we just do that. Oh, awesome! Let's just stick that. There. Oh, neat. I hope you enjoy the movie. Like, so you know the, four non-blondes, what's going on? The cast members were doing a really retro dance to that. I think retro would, in internet terms, I think I'd have to use the word retro. And they were dancing to that. And just looking like they were having fun. Like, it was older style editing and just goofing off. And that's what sealed the deal for me on actually watching it. And I've found out since then that, hey, Skeletor's great. Everyone's great. A friend of mine's gone and seen it. And I'm like, hell yeah. Yeah, let's see if I can't bring it up on screen. What would it be? He-Man. Yeah. Oh, I can't bring up an Instagram reel. I really can't bring up an Instagram reel. No, yeah, Skeletor's the dude with a skeleton face. And he goes ahead and he's like, yeah, and then I ran away. Like, I only really vaguely know He-Man, and this is and it's mostly word of mouth and from memes. And the fact that the cast is willing to let themselves be non-serious makes me rather happy. Because it sort of feels like they're acknowledging the fact that, hey, This used to be a kids movie. Well, I think it is still marketed as a kids movie, but more of a it's for the family movie. But then it's also acknowledging its history and a bunch of other things. But also, because the cast were willing to put out the silliness and look like they were actually just having fun and goofing off rather than, oh yeah, this is polished corporate stuff. Because when you see something and it has that corporate propaganda flair to it, it's like, yeah, I see you. I see you. I can sniff this out. It's like, yeah. When it's not that, it has that vibe to it. Yeah. I think good stuff is good stuff, no matter where it comes from. If indie is boring, then indie is boring. If corporate is boring, then corporate is boring. However, corporate propaganda is the lowest of the low. You can't make me like something if I don't like something. No matter how much polish you put on it. Well, what's the saying? You can't polish a turd? Corporate Memphis. No, I have not. I have not heard of Corporate Memphis. Google! What is Corporate Memphis? Oh, that frickin' bullshit! Oh, I can't even give... Nah. Ah, humbug. I despise that art style. Like, that art style is the pits. Yeah, you can't put lipstick on a pig. No, you cannot. Well, you can't. Frickin'. I had to bucket myself because I swore. Also welcome in. Corporate Memphis is the art style. It's the stupid art style that literally everything has gotten from corporate places, where it's the stupid, annoying, flat, noodle-armed, square, blobby-bodied, stupid things that look like they belong on the bottom of a roadkill. And I swear, if I ever find a time machine, I think there needs to be a mercy firing? Something. Look! Here's the reason why. Oh. There it is. Let me see if I can bring up original. Because corporate Memphis, as a style, has dissolved. It initially wasn't. I'm not going to be able to find this information fast. I think that might be it, actually. Yeah, if it was originally used once or twice, it wouldn't be so bad. But the fact that it was adopted in so many frickin' places, save him a jazz. Like, here. This corporate Memphis original stuff. Its original name was Algeria. Why is this bucket still on? I apparently require it. You can see how it has started. This is from an original thing. An original animation. And yeah, it is supposed to be, it offends nobody. Everyone in this picture does not have, so the reason for it, nobody has curves, nobody has specific gender indicators, strong specific gender indicators. There is no strong race indicators. That is two of the main things for it. It is supposed to be bland. You know what art is supposed to do? It is supposed to make you feel things. This is an offense to art. This is corporate greed at its finest. Okay? Yeah, well. When have we ever thought that companies are sensitive? Or smart? They're only smart at making money. Anywho. And anyways, it originated on Facebook. So, that's why you can look at it and go, oh yeah, hey. Now the whole thing has gone from from that original to, where'd that go? I'm gonna have these on my computer. To this. The only upside that the first one had was it was clear to read. Like, that was the whole upside of the first one. You could read it. It was... It was one step away from a logo. This is supposed to be art. It is just using the worst fucking art style to ever exist. Although I suspect that this is actually a critique of the piece, the art style itself. But still, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. There you go. Enjoy. I'm already bucketed. I might end up staying. Yeah. So, yeah, there you go. There's the rant about why I really don't like the art style. I'm sure I could add to it if I wasn't going off the cuff. However, why is this bucket still on? Oh well. Honestly, thematically, that's a vibe. It sounds like an absolute... Like, it would be really cool if they changed their art styles to different art styles as they chose their life paths. Like, that would be how I'd do it. So you got people who would be going for, like, your 2D anime, your 3D anime, your, you know, your vaguely Overwatch style, and stuff like that. And if nothing else, corporate Memphis really is a great way to describe the ugliness of the corporate world. Am I always bucketed for this long? Oh. We'll figure things out. We don't want sentient suits here. Sentient suits require us. We don't want them. They should naff off. See you, Scrap. happy with that. That looks like clothing. Okay, so now we get to bring the blue down along this tabard here. And we'll start with the dark blue, and then I figure at about this point we will transition to the orange so it can have that dip dyed effect, which I think will look really, really nice. Yep. Oh, actually. Let's just grab this. Thank goodness I didn't clean it up. Put that underneath. Now we can't paint her legs. We're smart. Alright. I'm not even sure if I need to paint up all the way up here. But I feel like... yeah. I'm glad the music's a good vibe. Here we go. Oh, actually, if there's one game that I would recommend that I'm probably not going to play on stream, it's Tainted Grail Fall of Avalon. I saw someone playing it a few months ago and I was like, oh, this is a vibe. I gotta try it. And then it came up on sale and so I tried it. And oh my gosh, it has Skyrim vibes, but it's like a dark fairy tale. And it is just so much fun. I've just finished my first playthrough, and it is neat. Basically, you go ahead and you end up with King Arthur's soul. First person, third person, I don't mind either. I haven't played first-person shooters. I enjoy 40k minis. I haven't played a game. Like, I have a Murder Wing kill team. Also, welcome in, Matthias and Bold. How you going? Don't mind the fact that he has a different arm. It's still a power sword. He was supposed to have a power sword and then I lost his arm. I have both Space Marine and Space Marine 2. I have played through Space Marine 2 once. I got stuck on a mission in Space Marine 1 and I haven't gotten through Space Marine 1 yet. I got distracted. Can you tell? So eventually that's going to come up on the list because I want to play it. We also have like Rogue Trader and stuff. Oh no, wait. It also doesn't help that I just really, really like the chainsword. So I just, 90% of the time, I keep running into the problem with my chainsword held high rather than shooting. Because this is a very logical way to solve problems. Yes! For the Emperor! Also, I've decided that since wait, has it changed? There is a poll, I'm sure everyone's noticed, for the next game in announcements on the Discord. It is basically evenly split between Outer Wilds and Half-Life. I'm kind of thinking that we go ahead and play Outer Wilds and Half-Life at the same time. So if you're on the Discord, if you go up to announcements, which is in the info tab, yep. When we finish a game, I go ahead and set up the poll for what gets played next. I put up 3 different games. Although, if there is a series, sometimes we'll play through the entire series, like what we did with Portal. And I'm kind of feeling that if Doom ever comes up, Doom 2016, I can't actually play the original Dooms because I tried and I got motion sick. It was a sad day. But if we do play Doom eventually, what we'll do is I vibe with the idea of going from Doom 2016 all the way up to Doom the Dark Ages. Or we do it via the timeline and go Doom the Dark Ages, Doom 2016, Doom Eternal. Bam! But I'm thinking that we play Outer Wilds and Half-Life at the same time, and we do Outer Wilds, it's the first half of the stream, and then Half-Life as the second half of the stream. Awesome, Bold. I can see that. That looks pretty awesome. And probably the same for other games that I know I vibe with. The hilarious part is, I know even less about Half-Life than, what do you call it? Portal? But it's really cool to hear everyone making references and being like, aha! You're doing a thing! I'm playing Black Mesa on recommendation from Shade. But I do actually own a Half-Life due to how I brought Portal. And I think I would feel a little bit odd only buying the fan game. So I probably would have gotten normal Half-Life as well. Anyway. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that must have been frustrating. Like, if your time crunches be like that. Like, on one hand, I kind of am impressed that Rockstar are willing to push their game out as far as they are willing to do. I really, really like the Portal puzzles. So, like, if there are more puzzles, I am there for this. That being said, we will probably end up with troubled times. Oh, I don't? Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay, I think we need to also make this darker before we go further. better. So now it feels like there's a gradient there, and then there's like a swoosh of light. Oh no! Just whoosh, whoosh. Do not mind us as we float around. Whee! Yeah, that can be a problem. Yeah, that's a good start. I want this lighter. Some of these colors don't get used enough, and I can tell because I'm trying to shake these and they're not shaking. It's at this point that I'm starting to wish I had a paint mixer. But then again, buying a paint mixer would just encourage me to not... But would just encourage me to buy more paints! And I don't have room for that. The grandfather of every FPS genre, and so it's history and worth experiencing once in your life. Except for Dota. Wait, Dota's Valve? Oh, shoot. I did not know that. Okay. We're now done shaking these paints. One way or another. I wiggle my fingers in hopes of memory wipes at you. Here, I offer a smile. Wait, no, not that smiley face. I offer you a smiley face. And I hope that it helps. I'm not sure it will help, but I offer a smiley face and hope that it helps. Oh, yeah, that's... Wait. Oh. Yeah, that'd do it. Yeah, I'm not super fond of MOBAs either. Now... this to start. Building up highlights. So, funny story. Back when I was only just starting to play games, League of Legends was one of the games I was introduced to by an acquaintance who was trying to be a friend. Probably more than a friend. And he was like, yeah, hey, this is League of Legends. I heard you're really wanting to try games. Try this. I'm being so nice right now. Here's my account with a whole lot of skins and a whole lot of premium currency. Here, have a go. You're gonna love it. I mean, bless his heart. He was trying. Like, I started playing games in 2013, 2014, somewhere about there. This was in 2015. I only knew Minecraft and Skyrim. Wait. Where's the character? What do you mean that the character on the character select screen? Where are they? What's going on? Wait, the little thing. Yeah. The little thing, that thing, the thing that's like standing up like this, like you get this really cool pose on the screen like this, and you're like, yeah, and they have cool portraits, and you get the one that's like on fire and stuff, and you're like, yeah, I want that, and then you get this top-down view, and it's like, huh? What's going on? Where'd my character go? Where am I? What's going on? There's these lines and things and help and red bars, and I don't understand what's going on here. And he's like, just press Q, and I'm like, what does Q do? And he was nice about it. He was at least nice about it. When when I lost so badly, because the hilarious thing was, he was like, oh, don't worry, there's no sound. He kept his headphones on. He kept the headphones that were plugged into the computer going. I kept the chat muted. Knowing what I know now. That was probably a wise idea. Oh. Well, I can't say that younger Speeling had the best ideas. Like, younger Speeling at the time was going ahead and being like, ah, yes, I'm interested in computers. Do I know how to code at all? I'm sure it doesn't matter. Watch me as I go ahead and get a Bachelor of Computing Technology. I'm sure this will be fine. I will have absolutely no coding. Even though I have no coding knowledge, I'm sure I will have no catch-up work. Somehow I actually passed. And for most of my classes, I got A's. I don't know how I did this. I am terrified for past me. There were a lot of hours in the You went to law school? Okay, yeah, that's a lot of extra study. The only classes I failed was Java, but I physically could not understand my teacher. His accent was too thick, and young me could not. I had not learned how to ask for help back then. Very important skill to learn. And yeah, like, it's kind of crazy how life turns out. Like, if you had told me before I actually started doing things on YouTube that, oh yeah, you're actually gonna love streaming, I would have laughed in that person's face. Because at the time, I had just thought that streamers were up themselves. Like, I didn't know about VTubers or faceless streamers. All I knew about were like randos who made themselves annoying. And that was my entire image of streamers. Was, oh yeah, they're the annoying people. Like, somehow that didn't click over in my brain. But this I like. Yeah, ninja. Ninja for one. Like, I know for a fact that I'm bouncy, but the idea of encouraging people to be bouncy outside of bouncy silliness? Oh, no. Doing silly things for silly things' sake? And making trouble with it? I don't like that. Don't like those kinds of people. Oh, wait, no, I did know another YouTuber. So, funny know of another streamer. I knew of Filza, the Minecraft YouTuber. No, streamer. Yeah, like, I like being me. And I don't think, like, this isn't, like, when I stream, it's just me at 100%. And when I'm working around day to day, it's me at, like, 60%. And I don't think I could ever change that. Pop. I think it's good to be honest with who you are and be accepting of who you are, no matter how that shows in your day-to-day life, as long as you're accepting in yourself and being able to be like, yeah, this is me. I am able to look in the mirror and be okay with me. I think that is a huge advantage in life. Because, in my opinion, that makes you a more stable person. And downstream, it makes for more stable decisions. And whether it's in where you want to go, what you want to do, or who you want to spend your time with. Whether you... Or who you don't want to spend your time with. Like, it's also really great to learn to be okay with being alone. And being brave enough to walk by yourself for a time. Everywhere else starts getting bright. Why do I have two of the same yellow? Orange. That's going to be a problem for a while. Orange. Yellow. Orange. Yellow. Sounds like it's time for a drink. Oh, is that anvils? So what we're doing is we are painting her like a galaxy. So up in there, we found a reference and we're painting her like that. Although I suppose maybe she is like a sister of Ultramar. Because I have every intention to make all of her greeblings and bits like this, or the fleur-de-lis gold still. Because I think that fits in really well. So yeah, by default, I suppose she is a sister of Ultramar. So yeah, that fits. Oh my word. But yeah, I'm hoping that we can get some stars and things on this. And then on, like, this top part is going to be plain up here. This bottom bit, I figured we're going to freehand some stars. We're going to make it all galaxy looking. So it looks like it's been stitched on her gauntlets and her greaves. They're going to also have the galaxy paint, because I think that's going to look neat. And then I'm not sure what color this is going to be, but we'll work with it. But yeah, that's the plan. And then we got her tools. Which, we'll figure it out. It's kind of been a vibe as we go. But honestly, I think vibe as we go has always been a good one with us. So it's all good. Yeah. All right. Should get some red on this. Oh. Nah. Guys will be able to protect it well enough. Oh, oh goodness. It's rather funny. There's this piece of fabric, a old poncho of my siblings that the Jones has adopted. and Mumbling was going to come around and grab it. But because the Jones has adopted it, and Sibling, on seeing that the Jones has adopted it, they were like, no, 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 no. Cat gets priority. So now we have the most adorable Jones sitting on my sibling's poncho. And this is the only thing stopping Mumbling from getting the poncho. The power of cat compels thee. If we need to make this brighter up here. Now it's the part where I regret not actually bringing in my lamp. That? Yeah! You're just snuggling. Oh wait, I can show you guys. Because I moved it from his summer position to a winter position, so it's up on his chair. Oh. Transform. Here we go. He's all snuggled. Yeah. Who knows, if he stays like that, I might actually... No, I don't have enough cameras. I was like, oh, if he stays, if he actually gets into a habit of that, I might actually be able to set up a camera. And then I was like, wait, down that path lies madness. I won't have a camera for my face and a camera to do the thing and then a camera to do that. There is madness in that. There would be a lack of Speeling or a lack of model if I tried. There would be failure. But it would be cute. It would be incredibly cute. And possibly well worth it. Eventually. Oh, that reminds me. I need to get a replacement for this setup. Because originally, I brought the setup for my painting webcam a long time ago, because I was like, oh yeah, hey, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy this. We may as well give it a go. Who knows? We might like it. And then we've kept doing this. So, I think we can call this a success. Which means, since it is a success, and that means we can start looking at actually upgrading things. Because successes are when things are fun. Here's my picture. We need more red in this. And honestly, I think that's a good way to do any hobby. Is a success is when you're having fun. And unless you already know you are going to have fun with the hobby, and only put in a minimal amount of time and a minimal amount of resources. Put as much time as you want into the hobby. Because only count your time as payment when you're actually getting paid for it. In my opinion. Yeah, the red is helpful here. Oh, they should be mixing this in the palette a bit more, but that's fine. I'm surprised how well this is actually doing with the flexing. It's quite nice. Sorry if it did. He looks like he's off to cause mischief. Yeah, he went away. He did big stretches and is off to probably go find some munchies. tricky getting the lens with color on this. Like, get it to feel bright, but still look like what it's supposed to look like. Why did I think this was a good idea? It's gonna look cool, that's why. That. Mix some. We start mixing colors. Mixing colors is fun. Bring that into a halfway line. Like, it's kind of weird. On one hand, I know that, oh yeah, this should be simple. Should be easy. Yeah. We've done this sort of thing a million times. Yeah. On the other hand, it's like, have we ever painted a galaxy? Which is hilarious because skills are transferable. Why am I concerned? This does not make sense. And I don't know why my brain's like, we should be concerned today. Today is the day to be concerned. I think my brain's being silly. Especially because, like, as with all paintings, stuff looks bad before it gets better. So it's like, oh, right. This is gonna take many layers. It's like an onion. Onions have layers. And we just need to get to the bottom of them. It would be even better if I decided to use washes. It would be even better if I decided to use wash or glazing medium. glazing medium. Oh my god. Clear painting medium. There we go. Thank you. So, this is glaze medium. If you want to wash and you don't have the paint for it, this stuff is amazing. This you find in art stores. This is like $20 a bottle, New Zealand, which is half price American, and no, half price if it's euros. I think we're like $1.75 against American dollar right now, but also like it'll be different because shipping and fun stuff like that. Oop, oop. A little bit goes a long way too, because all you need is a tiny scoop, and let's go yellow. And you can change the viscosity and thickness of your paint to suit. So for instance, where is a test dummy? You know what? Here is Testing McGee. He's been testing McGee for a while now. This is now what the yellow is looking like. So it's slightly thin, but not thin enough. Now if we put this over the quiller now, see how that just seeps into the gaps there? See that? Who needs washes? I have the superior Nuln oil. And that's how it works. Thank you, Testing McGee. Alright. This also doesn't change the sheen of the paint, which makes it even better. Because, well, you can use inks to change the viscosity of paint without changing the vibrancy of the color. They will go ahead and change the viscosity. No, the sheen. So the parts where we painted with some ink, unless it is specifically a matte ink, it will end up more shiny, very slightly. Ooh. Put my sleeve in it. Put it there. There we go then. Pulling things. Hello. There are some times when staring at my own model gives me a jump scare, I swear. I saw Speeling move out of the corner of my eye and I was like, oh my gosh, who is that? And then I'm like, wait, that's me. Oh, that's silly. Yeah, I didn't even expect it. It just happened. I suppose that's the whole point of jump scares. Oh. Huh? Kind of wild. I tried to use YouTube search recently and I was like, oh yeah, hey, surely this would be possible to do. And then I started scrolling and I was like, okay, there's information here, right? Right? Where is the information? And it's like 3 vaguely related search results. And then the rest were random as shorts. And I'm like, what? What's going on? How just related? Is this anything to do with what I'm looking for? And like, I click on one and I'm like, what is this? What's going on? This means nothing to me. I'm so confused. And I was like, am I just old? No. Well, yes, but no. Then what's happening? And I was left just being like, has the enshittification hit the search engines finally? And then I was like, wait a minute. Didn't Google give over all of their search engine controls to AI recently? And I'm like, oh no. YouTube's part of Google. Oh no. This is a problem. I am never going to be able to Google anything again. And then I was like, oh, this is a sad day indeed. Alright, I think that's the point where we can start adding some stars. I'm not sure of the star. I don't want to put a big star in here. That does not feel like a good star place. I think we'll just do 2 big stars. Probably should practice stars. Oh no, that's not too bad. You can live with those. Now the interesting part is the fact that those have a little bit of a glow around them, which is really cool. The way we're going to get that is we are going to just step a little bit of this around the edge. So it feels like they're kind of glowing. This is like a really light grey blue that I've made into a wash. And yeah. And I figure we'll use it as some of the stars. On the outfit. And then the rest be white. Boop. Boop. And there's a couple of big stars in here. I don't think we'll make them big like this. I think we'll just do that. Because I think that's cute. Bam. There we go. Yeah! She looking happy. Ready to cause trouble. Like, now that I sort of stand back and the colors have dried and settled a bit, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah, that's really cool. Ah. It's pretty darn neat. That's not bad at a first time trying to freehand on a model. Nice. We give it that out of 10. Yeah. Yeah, we give it a 8 smileys out of 10. All right. So. I'm kind of concerned about turning her on her front until this is properly set. And I might actually even put a protective coating on it. But to do that, I need it to be warmer and to do it outside. So... No, I want to tackle these last so they match her. Oh, wait. We missed this bit. We need to fix that. And I think because of her size, I don't want to do not metallic metal. So... we have copper. We have... Here to go! We have... these are our warm metallics on that we can offer. I kind of lean towards this one. Guys, it's pretty. Well, because it's my favorite. But then again, I haven't used this one. What's it look like out of the box? Ooh. Ooh. No, this one's pretty too. Like, this one's warm looking. We can always paint over it. Like, I figure what we'll do is we'll do metallics as the base. Then we'll hit the red, like in the middle with, maybe some other color? But also, I want this to be the main feature. Also, I'm really kind of concerned about touching it right now. I just realized I painted my first galaxy on my first attempt at freehanding on a model. This is cool! Yeah! It's cool! And I figured the backside we're going to either paint plain brown or plain blue. And that should have been done first. But oh well. These things happen. There we go. Like, it's just a little touch. Because the metallics are going to shine on the details and highlight the patterning, or at least it is in my vision. I'm not sure if it's coming through on the camera. But what's going to happen is it's not going to distract from this, which is where we want the eye to be. So I think that's a good way to do it. We'll probably do something similar with the knee pads and have them be mainly bronze. The skulls are going to be white, or white-ish. Yeah, we're still arting. I'll probably be finished soon because I'm trying to work out what we can do without touching or moving this. But I'm like, like, can we do these shoulder pieces? Maybe. I'll probably block them out. Yeah. I could not imagine doing this at a small size though. I would cry at doing the tabard. Like doing multiple models like that? No thank you, sir. There's a door over there. I'll see myself out. Said I might stop there because it's easier to do these if I bend her knees, which means that this is going to have to flex. We should have painted the tabard last. We're painting the other tabard last. Yeah, we're definitely painting the other tabard last. This is a learning process. I am so hyped for this. Like, now that the colors on this have settled, I'm like, oh, it's pretty! But because of her height, like this is, like painting her like this is doable for me. Not a good view for you guys. Not a good view at all. But also, this is the most comfortable hold. I don't want to do this for a few hours so I can make sure that literally all the layers of paint have dried. Because this sometimes slows down the painting drying a bit. So, and we've used a few layers of this. So, unfortunately, we will hold off on that then. Oh well. So, I will send Twitch off to Painty. And for the rest of you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. Yeah! And next week, we will play... Yeah, it's over already. We are going to play both Half-Life and Outer Wilds. You guys have spoken. It is a tie. And what we'll do is we'll play Outer Wilds in the beginning of the stream and Half-Life for the second half of the stream. And we'll keep doing that. And I figure this is a good way to do it. So, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!